The taskbar within Windows Control contains various tasks, all of which replicate what can normally be done with a standard keyboard, mouse or trackpad. I'm going to go through each of these tasks to show what they are and how to use them, though before doing so I think it's important we talk a little bit about the differences between primary and secondary selection. Basically, primary selection is the faster of the two methods, though it requires a little bit more accuracy in comparison to secondary selection, which takes a little bit longer, though is more forgiving. In order to start with a primary selection, we simply gaze at one of the tasks in the taskbar for a short period of time until it turns white. And for a secondary selection, we must continue looking at the same icon until it remains white, but also has a border around it. I'm going to do some examples with primary and secondary selection in this video to hopefully show you the difference between the speed and depth of zoom and also the amount of accuracy needed to complete them both. So I'm going to start by doing a drag and drop with the drag and drop icon, and I'm going to do a secondary selection. So you see the border appeared round the icon, the zoom was deep, and then I looked at the part of the screen I wanted to move that folder to, and the folder moved to that part of the screen. Now we can try and open up the web browser using the left click, and I'm going to try and do that with a primary selection, and then gaze at the part of the screen I want to execute it at in order to open the web browser. And I'm going to do a primary selection again to click into the search bar and then open up our keyboard in order to search for the web address we want to visit. And it's already been in the search history, so I can press enter and close the keyboard. So nothing in the screen is selectable at the moment because I've not selected a task from the taskbar. So if I want to scroll through this website, I can select the scroll icon, and I can do that and select secondary selection, which gives me a deeper, slower zoom. And now when I look underneath or above that icon, we can now scroll through the website. The closer to the icon that I look, the slower we scroll, though if I look further away, both above and below, the scroll gets faster. So now I can close the website, and we can use the folder that we used before as an example again. Now I can select the right click option, gaze at the folder, and now all of the options connected to the folder are visible for me that I can select. And we can also use the double click option to open up the contents of this folder, and we can do that with a secondary selection, so a longer, slower zoom, and the contents of the folder are now open for me to open and explore. Finally, we can look at shortcuts. Now, shortcuts here opens up some different apps such as Cortana or Tobii Dynavox Virtual Remote, as well as the Start menu and Task View and so on. And it also allows us to complete commands such as turning the volume up and down and so on. So the tasks in my taskbar can be changed within settings. So I can have as many as we're seeing now, or as little as one. And I have covered that in a different video, so please feel free to check the settings video for more information about how to customize the taskbar.